So is there a way, simplifying without kind of making it very technical, is there a way for someone to know that, okay, like you said, the TikTok trend just took off, but no one spotted the deepfake, right? So how does one go about, kind of deciphering the fake to the real? And then the second question, the more important one, as you rightly said, if you're not building that muscle of critical thinking, boy, there's so much of an effect that comes to you as an individual, and perhaps more for that your generation or the Gen Z generation, where again you're constantly sort of getting fed with so much, right? So two parts of the question. One is how do we distinguish the fake to the real? And then maybe what are some of the psychological effects of some of this if it goes undetected? And then, you believe and you kind of go on that road only to find out, hey, this is not real.
Yeah, I mean these are important questions, and again, there is no surefire answer because deepfake technology, so creating deepfakes and detecting deepfakes are kind of like a cat and mouse situation where as one gets better, automatically the other gets better. And so anytime that we create this surefire deepfake detection tool, and there are many. I mean, just as an analogy, when ChatGPT came out and made all the ruckus, how many services, just magically popped up that were like, oh, if you put your documents in, we can tell if it's AI generated, right? And then we realized like a couple days after that even documents that were written by humans, when you put it into those services, they said that it was AI generated. So we have no kind of guardrails or regulations or ways to detect deep fakes technologically currently.
Okay.
Wholesale. I think that if you know, like let's use a very famous person, former President Trump. So if you know his gestures, if you know how he talks, if you know all of these things, number one, it's kind of weird if you know his micro gestures, but anyway, that's neither here nor there. If you know all of these things, you can kind of tell if something is a deep fake. Just, I guess, pattern recognition as a human, you can kind of tell if something's off, the uncanny valley situation. You can search a bunch of deep fakes on YouTube, and you can kind of see that they look and they sound like a human, but there's just something, maybe the eyes blink too much or they don't blink at all. Maybe the way that they fidget, it's robotic, it's mechanical. That's right now. And I hate being that person to say, oh, it's going to get way worse in the coming years. But it's true. As we get more data, as these technologies become more refined, we're going to get better and better deep fakes. And what that does for Gen Z, unfortunately, is it creates this kind of era of mistrust. Because right now, when you look online, there's this dead internet theory. It's just a theory that 60% of the internet is now bots, I believe. And when you look online and you realize everything that you read might be generated by AI, everything that you watch might be generated by AI, and every person that you talk to could be an artificial intelligence, whether it's like an avatar or a deep fake or something, that kind of puts you in a very strange spot as a young person. We grow up with technology. We expect technology, but we don't expect. I guess this is a messy sentence, but we expect to use technology as our filter into society, into sociality. But we still want the humanistic aspect. We still want to connect. I don't think that Gen Z are prepared to live in a world where half their Instagram stories, or more than half, are just like deep fake news. Just AI generated articles, and then like this deep fake CNN host talking about them. I don't think that they are prepared to live in that world. And I say prepared because, I mean, the statistic has come out. I put it in my book. Gen Z don't want to spend 15 minutes to check whether what they've consumed is true or not. And so any particularly sticky deep fake, anything that's pithy and has, touches culture in the right way and goes viral, it doesn't really matter whether it's real or not. It's going to affect culture. And so you're going to get Gen Z and maybe Gen Y and definitely Gen Alpha. You're going to get them sharing it, talking about it, embedding it into their psychology. and it might not even be real. It might just be this like little thing that was created in a couple of seconds and spit out. And it just, if it touches the right, social media buttons, it can go viral and become this like a deep fake could move the needle in history, is what I'm trying
Yeah,
to
yeah,
say.
yeah.
And that's like, we're not prepared for that.